This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Couldn't do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back just to show appreciation. Tune in daily, get your positive vibrations. Learn different words in your own native language. Learn being black ain't all about slavery. Put that in the school book, it's part of education. We need to rewrite it, need some better information. Like how we built the pyramids and formed our own nation. Visit different continents and then try to invade them. Way before Columbus, but that ain't none of these pages. It's all just rumors, just a bunch of speculation. But why I never admit every hero is Caucasian. Even white people starting to say this shit is racist. Like how they talking to blacks for this vaccination. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back just to show appreciation. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back just to show appreciation. Appreciate the views and appreciate the comments. Keeping it real, always giving you this content. Hoping that my people don't take nothing out of context. Giving you
Hey, my people, what's going on? This is Major, and thank you for tuning in MajorTv. Let's talk. This is where we discuss real issues and problems in our community and look for solutions. Please like and share. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Hotep shalom. Hola and good day to everyone that's viewing. Thank you. We have a real like touchy but I think needed conversation about this TV series that Kaepernick did with Netflix, Colin and Black and White. I had a chance, I was privy to see it. I do have a subscription to Netflix, and this Netflix is really like they really allow Colin to really get loose and I found out through doing a little research that Ava DuVernay is also was a part of the first part of directing and whatnot, but it pushed the limit. They talk about a lot of real things I think we already know, but it's funny how the conversation is becoming comfortable to talk about, but very uncomfortable for a lot of people. But I see 11 tune in. Well, y'all, please come in the chat. Y'all want to be a part of this conversation or discussion. You can sit back and be laid back and watching, but it'd be good if you can participate. So in the chat, let me know who's watching. Let me know if y'all feeling it or y'all want to talk about anything. But right now, we need to see what's up with my people out there. LB Cockins should have taken some Tylenol for that bread pain. Laugh out loud, real talk. Boy, head was hurting. But I was just letting you know, what I'm saying, that he was around a white family for so long, that was just something different than his head break, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of funny, man. But yeah, you're right about that. Rashawn Urban, what's up? What's up, brother Major? This Twine, brother, you two struck my channel out. This is my new one. All right, real talk, bro. Thank you for coming through, man. Sorry to hear that, but glad you came through, Twine, bro. Sun Temple, Black Power, family. Black Power to you, too. Thank you for coming through. ARE Radio. Hello, everyone. B1 first. B1 to you, too, family, and everybody. Real talk. Thank y'all for tuning in, you know what I'm saying? We're going to let people come in, you know what I'm saying? We're going to buy some time to let the family come in, because I really want everybody to talk about this. I would appreciate if people just seen it. Let's talk about it, because it's real deep. It covers so much, and I know I can't remember everything. I didn't watch a few of the episodes and what have you, and I'm liking what I see. I'm liking the errors that they're going in with it. I'm liking him just explaining being black or mixed living with being adopted by a white family and whatnot. I like the way how he depict the experience of being in a white family. LLPRS most high, B1, first always struggling and striving against the most satanic, corrupt society on the planet. Speak, family, speak. Black first, second, and third. X, hello. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, we have a nice. I believe we have a real nice discussion to build up. I really believe that when we talk about this show, right? We talk about this show. We gonna talk about some things. And again, I want everybody to if you know anything about the show, if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It's very very provocative. It's very intriguing. It really good there. And I think at this point I'm gonna just go into it. If you can fall in with it, but I just wanted to show you, first the different pictures and different scenes if you haven't seen it. And I want to say this too. Cap did a good job of narrating. He did a hell of a job narrating this. I mean, he had a nice flow, and Netflix, they did a great job. I'm gonna say the director, what I'm saying, did a good job, as well as the people behind the scenes that did the animation and whatever, or um the computer graphics and whatnot. It was deep. It was very interesting. And again, I recommend everybody check this out. Colin in black and white is cut no corners. They're very, very direct. I mean, I'm reading an article about Twitter where they outraged by him comparing NFL to slavery. And I remember that comparison years ago, right? But I gotta give it a Cap, man. Cap got balls. He's definitely on a mission. He's winning. What all they had did to him, he's winning. He got a big summit from the NFL. Now he's doing his He got a big, he got some big money out of Nike for that commercial. This brother getting money from Netflix. You know what I'm saying? He don't even have to play football anymore. But it's amazing what I can just tell y'all different things. Like, I'm saying, it just, because the pictures, all these pictures just say something, right, to me. Like I'm gonna say, for instance, I'm just gonna grab some other pictures, right? This is let's just talk about this right here, right? They actually showed you the experience of how, and being in a white family, how I don't want to say naive, but how they just cover up a lot of systemic racism that was going on. That when he would confront the mom, he would confront the dad. I'm trying to say that right here. This is a better picture. It's ironic how every time a situation took place, whereas in the movie Cat was being targeted, that this white family ignored. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, that he was being targeted. Now I don't know in real life if they was that just naive or looking the other way or just acting like, well, white people gonna be white people. But in this movie, they show a lot of time it was so much systemic racism and profiling and targeting and how he was treated. I mean, everywhere from restaurant, hotel, on the street, anywhere he was at, they always was like make it seem like it was either his fault or it was just a bad coincidence, but never recognizing he narrated. When I say Cal did a good job narrating this Netflix series, he did a great job of just showing how it was being and the white family. And I thought that was big of him because I don't think too many people would have just been as outspoken like he was. And as he narrates and when he talks about the NFL and he compared the NFL compound to slavery, how they measure up your body, how you look. I mean, they got pictures where they're showing where they got I guess something they made up showing how they will have slaves stand up on, I don't know what it is, I forgot what they call, but it's a platform to stand. They would just check their body out and slap their arm, stomach, or whatever they might do with their legs, whatever, to see they're strong, slave, something they can get real money for. And he didn't compare it to the NFL compound, compound. And it was amazing because I hadn't heard that comparison in years. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, like a lot of comedy, a lot of entertainment, a lot of stuff we do have always been criticized because the power that be controls everything, right? So when you're telling jokes, they're saying you're telling jokes to please, the enemy. When you're playing supposed to please the enemy, and when you go back to slavery, what they did, they had us dance, sing, fight each other. They would gamble to see, what I'm saying, who can win and fight, what I'm saying, or whatnot. So always using slaves for some form of entertainment. And Cap did I keep saying Cap was able to do neighbors parties and what have you, but it was just so much, what I'm saying. It was just so much about this that just stood out, right? And I like, right, he used the example of Steve Urkel on another show, right? And he was talking about these are the black people they want us to be like, and and what have you. He was like, nah. He called out many people like James Baldwin, Malcolm X, I believe, Martin Luther King. I think he called out Toni Morrison. He called out some people, right? When he called out Ashada Shakur, she was just named on the FBI most wanted list, 10 most wanted FBI list. For him to say that and was talking about we support the Steve Urkel type people and shows, and also people that was revolutionary and what have you, that you all, would that wouldn't support or think it was against the system, but he really pushed it, people. I mean, he pushed it to some levels that it'll make you think about, Netflix and how they're pushing the barriers of just sharing what is real. I'm gonna be real with you. It's like they really went there in the sense of really discussing, really not discussing, but addressing and discussing the racism, the systemic racism, the partiality, and a lot of things that black people have to deal with. They had a situation with a hotel scene, right? And there were some black kids versus white kids, right? White kids wrestling, playing, making all kind of noise, and the black kids is chilling, right? And they yelling, y'all better stop acting up, kids, or we gonna live there and ban you off. We're gonna kick you out the hotel and ban you. And they look at the black kids that just come to the hotel staying them because there was a baseball tournament, I believe, right? And they looked over and seen how the white kids was cutting up. Even Cap looked over that, right? And he would have talked to the black guys because he was like, he knew what was going on because he had been talking to the hotel before. Guy said, man, 2 years ago, man, this guy has kicked us out for doing something. We wasn't really in the wrong. We wasn't really doing nothing. And it was like, as Cap was talking to me, he felt what he was saying because they had went through the same. He had went through the same thing. So to hear that and then watch that their kids, white kids cutting up, I think they did a good depiction of how it really is. White kids can do whatever they want to do. When they come out of black kids, they either, misfits, thugs, don't know how to behave or what have you. And it just was deep, yo. I mean, I was watching this, right? And it hit me. I have to talk about this. I have to talk about, because I gotta commend Netflix, even though I believe it's owned by whites, for them to address this how they did and allow Ava DuVernay and others to be a part of this. And Cap definitely telling his story, like, because this dude is really winning. You know, people say a lot of stuff. Oh, he really kneeled because he was being benched. He wasn't kneeling because of injustice that was happening to black people around the country. I was getting killed, you know. But now the difference. He flipped it, whereas that's what he made his stance about. And the point of the matter is, I know it's a very uncomfortable conversation, right? Twitter and them had a big issue about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read about it a little bit. They went off about him comparing players NFL combine to slavery, right? But I want to say, I know it's an uncomfortable conversation for many, but for people that experience this is not uncomfortable. This is what we've been seeing all our life. If you're melanated, if you've been in a white world, you know what I'm saying? If you've even went outside and just did the normal things and went outside what you normally know, especially the predominantly black neighborhood, you can't see it too much. But when you go different places, you be a part of the institutions, their schools, businesses, government, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You play the sports, whatever. It is a certain rule you gotta play. Like they made a good example, right? Before I read the article, he said NFL is 80% blacks, but 3% quarterbacks, right? 80% blacks, but 3% quarterbacks. And he was comparing how in the combines, combines, how how they would, well, before the combine, I told when they was like in the kiddie league, how they groom these white kids to be quarterback and always telling black kids to play wide receiver, something else, right? And he uses himself up as an example. And then just with the comparing, look at the NFL, 80% black, but you only got 3% quarterback in the NFL. And it's things he is saying, he's showing you where the coaches that be a part of these small combines for kids and whatever, and they tell you, well, we're looking for this type of quarterback. We're looking for this type of quarterback. We're looking for that kind of quarterback. He got to be able to do this. He have to go be able to do that. So he was showing, whereas like a running quarterback, a quarterback can do all this other stuff. That's really not a quarterback. And he was showing he outbeat a white guy. He literally had to prove them because they didn't want him to start. They put him on as a freshman, as opposed to JV, and put the white guy that he was definitely better, that was a freshman too, put him JV until you had to outplay him. And then also the baseball thing. I mean, y'all can go on and on about this story. You know what I'm saying? If y'all seen this Netflix series about Kaepernick growing up and whatnot, and the white family and what have you, want y'all send me a one. Everybody send a one if you're seeing. If not, get it. If you have to, Netflix, you have to pay a monthly fee. Sometimes it's $15, and sometimes more if you adding people on it. If y'all seen it, send me a one. If you haven't seen that, I mean you haven't seen it. I believe LB said he had seen it. So y'all seen it, y'all send a one. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this discussion. But I'm gonna read something. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And CBS News. Kaepernick compared treatment of players at the NFL Combine to slavery. Free agent NFL quarterback and activist Colin Kaepernick compared the treatment of players at the NFL Combine to slavery. The comparison was made in the coming of age in Netflix series following Kaepernick high school years called Colin in Black and White, which premiered Friday. Speaking in the first episode, Kaepernick described how pro hopefulers are treated at the NFL Combine, a 4-day showcase where many prospects undergo physical and mental tests in front of football team coaches, executives, owners, and scouts. Coaches will tell you they are looking for warriors, killers, beasts, he said. They say they want to be an animal. They want them to be an animal. They want you to be an animal out there, and you're going to give them that. What they don't want you to understand is what's being established is a power dynamic. Before they put you on the field, team poke, prod, and examine you, searching for any defect that might affect your performance. No boundaries respected, no dignity left intact, he added, as scenes from slavery auction play out. Activities at the annual event can include weightlifting, sprints, medical checks, and reportedly inappropriate questions during in-person interviews. NFL teams also conduct background checks, interviews to gauge players' personality traits, one delete tests to determine their intelligence level before deciding what to commit millions of dollars. What to commit millions of dollars. Kaepernick received some heat for slavery comparison as critics pointed out that the NFL Combine is how teams can evaluate talent and one step for many players en route to become millionaires. Utah Representative Borges Owens, a former NFL safety who played for the Jetsons Raiders, criticized Kaepernick on Twitter, comparing the evil endured by so many of our ancestors to a bunch of millionaires who chose to play the game. Filmmaker Ava DuVernay, who is the series creator along with Kaepernick, directed the opening episode and discussed the comparison on ABC last week. DuVernay said the comparison is about social control of a black body and not about the economics associated with becoming a pro athlete. It's about saying I will measure your value based on your muscles, how fast you run, DuVernay explained. So that's the point that's trying to make. And that was really Colin's idea to say as black men are being processed through this compound process, that this compound experience, what that felt like to him. It felt very similar to our ancestors who also processed for profit, she added. Kaepernick, 33, hasn't played a professional football game since 2016 after leading kneeling protests during the national anthem to bring attention to police brutality and racial injustice. While the former San Francisco quarterback said he continues to train hopes of an NFL comeback, he maintains he's been kept off the field because of protests. Before I even say anything about this, shout out to Sister Ava DuVernay. I love this sister. When asked about 13, she was real. When somebody walked to the accent, she said some accent like, we could do about prison reform. And she was like, prison reform? This was designed that way to lock black men up and take their rights. In this article I'm reading today, when they confronted her about it, and she broke it down, like it's not about them getting paid for money playing sports. It's about the black body and how what they did in slavery is similar. Because see, she's like she said, controlling the black body. It's all about control. Yeah, they have to give you something. They give you something in prison. They give you a few cents a day. But until we understand that we don't control nothing, that because we don't control anything, we can't say too much. We can't do too much. We have to literally risk our life. We have to literally go on the limb. And we might not even see the benefit. We might get killed, get locked in, but the next person might see the benefit. And that would happen with our ancestors. They couldn't enjoy what we got today. Every time they created something, they took it from us. You feel me? And those who got through the crack, all praise be the Most High, but you never know, how they had to bend and what they had to go through. And I don't want to say everybody was a sellout or what have you, but the struggle is real. And watching this Netflix series, I was so happy to see that we having a real conversation about how I feel to be black. Even though he's from a mixed family, he still grew up, around a white family and still recognized the fact that, and he admit in the Netflix series that he was totally, naive like most of us. He was brainwashed. He don't say brainwashed, but that's what he was. He didn't know no better. But as he went to sing and growing, and things went to come together in his head and seeing that damn no color do matter. You know what I'm saying? That, and then I'm paraphrasing and implying and interpreting from what I'm saying. That the person he became, that kneeling in the NFL and was speaking about police brutality and racial injustice, is because of culmination, and this is what this series will show, culmination of what his brother had went through and trying to process the hate, trying to process systemic racism, trying to process what's going on around. And then the so-called parents of his, the white parents, they didn't even know how to show him different or how to deal with it, because what he was experiencing, they were used to, because they probably did the same thing to black people as well. Because according to the series, he was from Milwaukee, and it was part of a church retreat, and I believe, just only believe, and they wanted to adopt him, and it was like this. I don't know, it was the white guilt. We want to show that we don't have no problem with black people. And I can't, I'm speaking according to the movie. I don't know how they was with him, but I know I had got something where they have, and it's on my channel. I might put in the card as a recording. There was like at least about 10, 15 biracial women that talked about how hard it was growing up with a white mother, and being in a relationship. Being in a relationship with a mom or dad is white, and the dad and mom is black. It was just an interracial relationship, and it was talking about how, the white parent would call him the N-word, was say some of the most disgusting things. Like, and I've heard personally, and I won't call no name, somebody I know is from a biracial relationship, said that their mama, in the 50s put them up for the adoption because they could not have a child for a black person back in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? A black woman, a white woman, so to speak, could never child for a black person. So it's so much that's out there that's just so like off the chain. And talking about this, right? Why I want everybody to watch it, because America is at a crossroad where they even talking about it, right? Meaning, when I say there are a few of them that's honest enough to say what all would happen, or honest to listen to it, right? Or allow you to write and put in a platform and do it, what have you. But there's a lot of whites that don't want to hear it. That's not, that's not trying to see what you're trying to say. Even blacks too. But I like the fact that the more we have this conversation, the more uncomfortable they get, the more they can't deny the treatment of melanated people in this country. They can't deny the treatment we've been through. And though, we fighting for reparations, we pushing for self-determination, for black empowerment, economic empowerment. It's good to know more and more. There's a conversation going on, not behind closed doors, but publicly, about the injustice of being melanated. And Cap was, I think he was a great example, because he spoke from being raised by white parents and actually making it to the NFL, right? And actually protesting against racial injustice and police brutality, and then could not get a job in NFL. And they said because he didn't play good enough and he didn't meet the criteria. And it was proven there was a lot of players I mean, didn't do 1/3 of what he had done in the NFL, was still on rosters. And the collusion lawsuit he filed and discrimination lawsuit, they settled with him. And most time when you settle, you cannot speak about it. So he couldn't speak about it, but they had to give him some bread. But Nike broke them off with that commercial, and then Netflix, this brother winning, he's not even playing football. So I'm glad he's getting some kind of revenue. I'm glad he is benefiting, and I think it was I don't know. I don't like nobody put the NFL part about after talk about the series. He training with to play, but they won't let him get in NFL. I didn't let him play because he was kneeling. That had to be said. But that was just a shot at him, saying when you said all that about it being compared to slavery, compounds, and blah, 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 but you still won't play in it. So I don't know. I just know this much. If you haven't seen that Netflix series, Colin in black and white, please do. Please. And I just feel like the more the conversation held, the more that is pushed, the more that we start making those who feel uncomfortable acknowledge it. I think the more close we are into probably getting progress. And I know nothing won't be given to the silver platter. We have to constantly work towards it. But what I'm trying to say is, when you have these kind of discussions going on, that means a lot in the movement because now, there's a chance that down the line, something may give. We're going to be loyal because we're pushing for it. It's going to be loyal because we demand. It's going to be loyal because we're going to take it and not expect for nobody to give us anything. America is at a crossroad. It is no way of looking at it. Millions of people giving all kind of responses, from being on, from protesting, from reacting sometimes violently and what have you. There's a lot going on. And you got millions of people that's coming up in the game that's trying to help their people and doing this and doing that, and you don't even know about them. But there's things going on, and people are having enough of all the nonsense. And I'm being real with you, and me doing this live was just something I just felt like was on my spirit that I needed everybody to understand that stuff like this can't be taken lightly. You just can't look at another Netflix series. We gotta look at the fact that this conversation started entering everybody's home, or a lot of homes. They can't keep denying us. They can't keep finding excuses to give to the Jews, the Japanese, the Mexicans, Afghans, and whoever, and give nothing to black people. Consider all we have been through, considering what we have been fighting for, considering what's been taken from us, considering the loss of life, considering the mental health that we suffer from due to slavery, and currently due to the oppressive system that constantly rips of our moral values, as well as our integrity. And though there are many of us who are not broke, and many of us are not letting that happen to us, a lot of us are stripped of some of the basic requirements to keep us strong as a people. And if you don't know how to be morally strong, how to have your integrity intact, that can be a problem. In our community right now, we still don't understand what self-love is. We embrace self-hate. In our community, we so quick to go shoot Elpo for the violence he did to people and how he told on people, but they don't want to say nothing about Zimmerman. They ain't gonna touch Zimmerman. They're not gonna touch Tamir Rice. They're not gonna touch Sandra Bland. They're not gonna touch George Floyd and all these people that's been killed by our oppressive society. But they're so quick to go at their own. Calm ain't that nice, right? Yeah, the streets don't sleep. But we so hurt, we so quick to kill our own and justify doing it. But the people that are killing you every day, oppressing you, locking you up, pulling you over, denying you of employment, denying you of a decent life. You watching your communities fall apart, and they act like once they throw the brick and hide their hand, or throw the stone and hide their hand, that we can't see they did it. Now they come out. Look at the black neighborhood. Look at these neighborhoods. They kill each other. This, that, another. Y'all put guns in our community. Y'all put drugs in our community. Y'all don't provide employment. When we had black business, y'all came to destroy it. Y'all made it where foreigners and whites can come in there and take everything. And these sellout Negroes that's constantly leadership, politicians or so-called leaders, they working with them because they see this happening and not doing anything about it. And it's sad because we at a crossroad now. America's at a crossroad. I'm not just talking about whites, I'm talking about blacks and other. We're at a crossroad. So we gonna keep talking about it. Something gotta give. We can't constantly become gullible. We can't constantly point fingers. We can't constantly turn other cheek. We can't constantly just be with that rah-rah and what have you. We have to go out here and build. We gotta go out here. We have to go out here and fight. We have to go up and stand up. We have to go out there and save our people. This video don't make anything gonna do it. It's a start of informing people. I have to do my part as well. You have to do your part. And I'm not saying it's an overnight thing and easy, what have you, but we have to not even worry about us, but it's the ones that come after us, our kids, grandkids, and future generations that we gotta think about. This series by Netflix by far was definitely testing the water. It's powerful. You know, I started watching it. I want to keep watching it. I was trying to watch the whole thing. I said no. Let me talk about it now. I want my people to know about it. I want my people to understand that the conversation is being held. Decisions got to be made. This oppressive regime can't continue to stand. Knowing they can't continue to stand, knowing that we know better, knowing that you get tired of being sick and tired, you get tired of talking about the same old, talking about doing the same old. It's time for action, you know. And I strongly believe it starts with us. We have to set the foundation and get ourselves together and our community together. When you demand something from somebody, you want to have your ducks lined up in a row. You want to cross your T's, dot your I's. You want to have it together. We have to stop fighting among each other. We have to establish our own government. We have to do a plebiscite vote or something. And we have to either get our own land or build within whatever community in and actually create a situation where we can provide the housing, the jobs, the education, the cleanse of hospitals, you know what I'm saying, the banks. We gotta be thinking this way. And if we can't do it, pass it on to our kids or pass it on to the young people. We gotta keep that torch lit. We gotta keep reaching for the stars. This is not going to happen overnight. Jim J did something that was great. And now he's trying to lock this brother for 20 years. You see when you stand up what happens, but at the same time, we can't stop pushing. The buck don't stop right there. We want him to be exonerated. We want to continue moving on what he had been doing and what everybody else is out here doing. I'm talking about those who are really in the movement, trying to do something. We can't be bullied. We can't be intimidated. And we can't be gullible just waiting on promises and wishes. We got to create our situation. Self-determination starts with first you claiming yours by building, going out there and get our people in alignment, doing what they gotta do, not worrying about getting locked up, not worrying about getting killed, not worrying about nothing. And you don't even have to be online running your mouth about it neither. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be about it and find real people in your circle that's really about our people. And I know that's a vetting process, but still, we have to do that. I wonder when they write they do these movies and they do these series actually like them, like for instance, them on Netflix about the black family moving to a white neighborhood, and actually just you seeing redlining where they charging high on the mortgage and on the interest. You see where the police and the whites and hires working together against black people. You see all this stuff, right? And you're like, they're so comfortable that you're writing about it, but and I don't know if it's black people actually behind the scenes doing it, but they so comfortable talking about all these things that happened to us. But then what comes to mind is what the hell they're gonna do about all the injustice? What gonna do about everything, Because we scream reparation, you know what I'm saying? We're pushing for reparation, we're pushing for self-determination. We're saying we're in a oppressive regime that is not going to free us, that's not going to make a way for us, that's not going to make sure we okay, that's not going to protect us. So we got to do it ourselves. And I appreciate the Sister Landers, the Brother Ramses, I appreciate Jim Jays, I appreciate Kwame, King Randall. I appreciate these people. I appreciate Devin Joe. I appreciate people that's out here, that's really out here trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's not just talking. It's not just pussyfooting around. It's not just on some other stuff. It's bigger than you and I. You know what I'm saying? It's big. And we have to approach it like that. I don't take anything for granted. You know what I'm saying? Especially not my life or life in general. But this movement, it's some deep stuff. It's some real stuff. And we do have a lot of things that's working against us because we have people that's of what they say of kin, but something they say, I don't know. We have people of kin, but not in like mine, right? You know what I'm saying? They might have the same color, but inside they're like, how they say it? I don't know. Right? I don't even want to say it. Just they're not right. You know what I'm saying? And we have to deal with them saying things and doing things that works against us. That's cool. But those who hardcore, those who believe in the real, true values of a melanated family and community, that's what we want to rock with. We don't rock with nobody that's finding reasons to say negative things and discredit anything somebody have did or said. We want those who are gonna be sincere and real. And I just appreciate that at the end of the day we have these discussions. I appreciate that, we at a point right now whereas the talking gonna be minimized and doing the work will increase. That's where I'm at right now. I don't see nothing else in my view right now. All this other stuff is going over my head, you know what I'm saying? The naysayers, the people that don't believe, the people that have their own agendas, those don't even see the real big picture. But I recommend everybody go see that live. I say live, sorry, go see that Kaepernick special on Netflix. I'm gonna get it one time and share with everybody. Go check this out, family. This is it's a good series. I mean, y'all gonna like it. You're gonna really like it. You're gonna really like this. I mean, it's nice. It's real nice. It discussed some real issues, things that we're very familiar with, but on a platform like Netflix that's big. And the more I believe they acknowledge and they see what's going on, and we know what's going on, that what So I'm gonna have to give because we're gonna get sick and tired of being sick and tired and hearing that nonsense. Name is Netflix. Is Colin in black and white. Check it out. It's a deep series. I mean, it's comical. I won't lie, it's comical, but it touch up on some real stuff. Some real stuff. It touch up some real stuff. He did a great job narrating. I thought he did an awesome job. And there is so many comparisons, so many things that we experience as a people that he comparing his film. It is deep. It's deep. I love watching it. I probably I'm finna watch something tomorrow, but I recommend everybody go see that. Real talk. Everybody go see that. Check these comments out. See what people talk about if I roll on out here. We'll live in the building. Live in be boy. What's up? Shalom. Family, one love. My man Jabez in the building. Black love all day. Every day. P1, baby. Charlotte. Elohim. One beginning to God. Keep up the great work Major. Haven't watched the show yet, but definitely will. Some are clueless, some hide their heads and are ashamed, while others don't care and would do it again if they could. Real talk. Thank you for sharing. And night, good evening, everyone. Glad you able to come through. I thought it was excellent. Real talk. It was nice. Real talk. I gotta watch some more of it though. It's nice. 5/5 in the building. Greetings, MajorTv. Greetings, family. Thank you for coming through. My girl Linda George. Shalom. I seen that. Real talk. What you thought about Linda? How you doing? Shalom. What you thought about it? 7 in the building. How I feel to be black growing up in here. 2 words. 1, creator, nature equal 1. I fabulous. On 1, fabulous. Melon. 2, world culture equal. Know the script. Then flip it. Key equal. Just gotta have each other's back. And I'm talking about speak that knowledge. ARE radio. Cool. All right, what's up? Cool. What's up? Colin Lockett. Peace and blessings, MajorTv and family. Thank you for coming through, sis. Peace and blessings to you. And the joy in the building. It used to be black family that didn't want a dark-skinned child, a child of theirs to marry dark-skinned people. I knew that firsthand in my family. Melanin people are responding, but not wanting to go back to the site for work. We want to come ye from among them and work from home. Okay. Shirley J. Baker, Raleigh, North Carolina. 919, applauding horse. All right. That's what's up. Y'all kids. What's up, sis? Shalom, MajorTv, man, family. Thank you for coming through. Shalom. Exactly, Major. I no longer look at the oppressor for their faults. They have shown us who they are for 400 years. I'm looking for us to dress and fix us. Talk, sister. My girl, D. Marie Ben Rob in the building. Shalom, my brother at MajorTv and Black Family. Shalom, sister. What's that? Love all of you, family. Be one. I saw it and enjoyed it. That's what's up. That was up, y'all. For sure. Yeah, I just want to do a quick live about the people, you know what I'm saying? Just someone's on my mental. I wanted to share something with y'all tonight, but I'm gonna do something different from that about the trial of my Aubrey. I'm learning that they got 11 white jurors and 1 black. So I might do some on some of that tomorrow. Do a quick video on that. But other than that, y'all just want to talk about that. Glad for those who seen it. I mean, y'all definitely should recommend people see it because it's really like entertaining. It's funny too, but so much rally in it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all know who I be. I'm MajorTv. I'm just trying to keep it a buck with y'all. We have to stay informed. We have to share knowledge, and we definitely have to build. That's important. And on top of that, we have to understand that having these conversations, being able to really exchange and get on different levels is very, very encouraging and positive. And we can take this and go build with somebody else with. It's all about sharing of information. It's all about helping, caring, and loving each other and building. That's what it's about. That's all I'm trying to do tonight with y'all. I want to share this with you. And I appreciate everybody viewing the live. Y'all like and share. And let people know what MajorTv about. You know what I'm saying? Really engage in the conversation with the Black community. That's all. Really engage in conversation with the Black community. That's what it's all about. I'm loving all engagement from y'all. You know, this will make the world go round. Where we can interact and get along and really make a difference. You know, despite what the enemy trying to do, and despite distractions and whatnot is out there, we still can make a difference. We still can do our thing. I don't care what nobody say. I love being in my skin. I love being who I am. And I'm growing each day. And doing these videos, talking to you all from time to time, as well as when I meet you, you know, it's always a beautiful build. I'm building with you all. It's all beautiful. And like they said, two mouths will never meet, but two people will. Hopefully I meet each one of you all, and we can really build. But definitely go watch this series on Netflix, Colin in Black and White. It's funny, but there's so much information on it, so much that you can get from. You can identify with you know what's going on, you know where they're going with it. And I won't lie, you know, I didn't know Ava DuVernay was even a part of it, so I know now that's why it's a smash, you know. But it's beautiful, y'all. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for love and support, and thank you always for just participating in these lives, commenting, chatting, and just supporting. I'm gonna play this sister products that she's selling, Taaraa, before I close out. Y'all check her product out. Y'all purchase. The sister said she needs some help. I still haven't bought, so I gotta buy a real talk. I gotta really buy. I just been busy. But thank y'all so much for everything. Y'all stay focused, still cool, just be black. Peace.
Soldi sopra il tuo body. Calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo persi in mani. Chiami, chiami. Soldi sopra il tuo body. Calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo persi in mani. Chiami, chiami. Soldi sopra il tuo body. Calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo persi in mani. Chiami, chiami. Soldi sopra il tuo body. Calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo persi in mani. Chiami, chiami.
To the people, the power is the people. They power in your ego. We power in this evil. It's power in this music. Got power and I use it like I'm a superhero. We really need a leader. Power to the people. The power is the people. They power in your ego. We power in this evil. It's power in this music. Got power and I use it like I'm a superhero. We really need a leader. Wish we could see that we hurting ourselves. Hate to see each other excel. Looking like crabs in the barrel. Wanna gossip, wanna judge. What if we all just unified and put all our differences aside to preserve our way of life and be black and keep our pride and be kings under God and speak words that are wise and don't glorify things that took our fucking people lives. We've been oppressed so long, we feeding on our own. Disconnected from our people, stuck in zombie mode. Children of the lost tribes. Let's go back to Israel. They say I'm trivial, but I swear it's biblical. We need to come together, not only at funeral. I'm so tired of fucking funeral. Power to the people.